Good morning. How is everyone doing today? Today we're going to talk about the greatest common factor. In the past couple of days, we've been multiplying polynomials and multiplying binomials. Today we're going to do the opposite, and we're going to look at the greatest common factor in these. So a factor is a number or numbers that we can multiply together and get another number. The greatest common factor is the GCF, or the greatest common factor, is the one that divides the two numbers, and it's the largest one. And a prime number is a number whose only factors are 1 in itself. When we factor, it's like dividing or using the distributive property backwards. We're going to take something out. To find the GCF, or greatest common factor, and you have this sheet in your document, okay? We're going to see what they all have in common, all of them. And that includes numbers and variables. We have to look at both, okay? We're going to remove what's in common and then just show what's left. We can check that by redistributing what you removed or multiplying back out. So let's look at some of these. Here's one that is fairly easy. Between the numbers of 2 and 10, my greatest common factor is 2. So I'm going to put it out here. I have 2 x's right here, 1 x here. Just like 2 was the lowest one or the greatest number that I could take out between these two, x is the lowest one or the greatest variable that I could take out between these. So if I take a 2x squared and I factor out a 2, I just have a 1. You can put the 1 or just leave nothing there. Between I have an x squared, I took out 1x, I have 1 left. I keep the same sign. 10 divided by 2 is 5. And I had 1x, I took 1 out. That's it. There's nothing left. Now to check this, I can go in reverse, okay? And I can multiply these. I'm going to try this in red to see if you can see if this helps. So first of all, this is my answer. Now when I multiply the things back, 2x times 1x is 2x squared. 2x times negative 5 is negative 10x. So I checked it and I get the same thing that we had to begin with, and I know that this is correct. This is the only thing that you have to do right here is factor everything out. So let's look at some that are more complicated. How about over here at this one? All right. I have an 8, a 4, and a 12. What is the common factor between 8, 4, and 12? Is 4. I can factor a 4 from an 8. I can factor a 4 from 12. I can factor, from 4 and a 4 from 12. Now, I could factor a 2 from all of these, but that's not the largest one that I could factor. That's not the greatest one. So now I'm looking. They all have x values. So I know that I can factor an x. If they did not all have an x value, I couldn't do that. This one has 2 x's, 5 x's, 3 x's. The greatest number I can factor out is 2 x's. I'm going to look and see. They all have y values. So I know that I can factor out a y. This one has 5 y's, 3 y's, 3 y's. So I can factor out 3. I couldn't factor out more than 3 because I do not have more than 3 in these other terms. Now, I'm ready to see what I have left. 8 divided by 4 is 2. I had 2 x's. I took 2 out. Nothing is remaining. I had 5 y's. I took 3 out. I have 2 remaining. My sign is positive. 4 divided by 4 is just a 1. This time I'm not going to put 1 there. I'm just going to leave it blank. You can do whatever you would like. I had 5 x's. I took out 2. I have 3 left. I had 3 y's. I took 3 out. Nothing's left. 12 divided by 4 is 3. I have 1 x left and no y's left. And that would be my answer. I'm going to check it. So if I check it, 4x squared y cubed times 2y squared. 4 times 2 is 8. I have 2 x's. That's all I have. I have 3 y's and 2 more. That gives me 5 total. 4 times 1 is 4. I have 3 x's here. I'm adding 2 more. And y cubed. There's nothing here, so I have to leave that. 4 times 3 is 12. I have 3 x's and 3 y's. And then I can look here and see if this is the same thing I had in the numerator at the very beginning. And it is. My answer, it checked out correct. So there we go. That's my answer. I hope this helps. You have 7 more to do. If you have any questions, I will be here between 10 and 11 and 2 and 3. Have a great day.